unless you can get an early attack in. You need to take control of the air. You can't let the Zerg take control of the air. Otherwise, they'll just be able to run Mulisks around and kill everything, all your bases on the sides and everything. And in the late game, there won't be much you can do about it. So yeah, he's getting that Stargate up. Not necessarily indicative of Sarah Reaver just yet. But he actually is getting a second gateway up as well, which is interesting. Probably going to get some Dragoons out to protect that ramp as well. And finally, Stork's probe goes down, so he's not going to see anymore. He's not going to be able to see what tech Ever puts down once that lair goes up. Sorry, by the way, if I'm a little scratchy, but like I said, I've been commentating for like a couple hours now, getting all these matches out in a row. So my voice is starting to lose it here. Anyway, so I'm expecting Stork to go some sort of Sarah Reaver build, but he's actually gotten a third gateway up, and he's producing Corsairs now. But this is a little bit wow. Wow. A bird carrying a dead dinosaur is what it looked like. I'm not sure if effort is represented by the bird. Some people call Stork the bird toss also, so that's a little strange. But clearly I think someone wants effort to kill Stork, is what I'm sensing here. He's upgrading range, I'm sorry, not range, he's upgrading, well, he could be upgrading Dragoon range, but more likely he's upgrading air weapons, is what I'm thinking here. And his first Corsair is out, is going to run over and be able to scout effort and see what's going on over there, see what tech he's going for. Probably going to see him do, once the Spire pops, he's going to build Scourge and try and take control of the air. Like I said, if he can take control of the air, he'll be in a really, really good position. And Stork actually building Dragoons and keeping them hidden, and maybe he is upgrading range. He might be going for some kind of early Dragoon attack, which would be very interesting. He's got 2 extra Dragoons out. He's upgrading something at the core. It'll be really interesting to see what he does here. He is producing a second Corsair now, but he was not for a short time. So, it's possible. The Zerg is trying to sneak in. He's going to block his ramp. He's had to reveal those Dragoons, though, those extra Dragoons. But he's now moving out with several Dragoons. And effort, realizing this, this attack is going to be pretty hard to defend. He's going to put down 3 other sunken colonies, and he's going to need every one of those. If Stork can actually get there before those colonies pop, he's going to be in really good place here. He's got 3 Dragoons. He's got, 3 Zealots and 4 Dragoons moving out now. He's putting cannons down his main to protect against counterattack. Effort sees this attack. He's made some Mutilisks as well. It looks like those sunken are going to pop just in time. If he'd been able to attack before those Sunkens were in, he could have polished off at least one Sunken beforehand, and probably would have been in a good position to break that front door, and that might have been the game right there. But anyway, Stork is going to fall back here, and we're probably going to see him now camp outside of his base and maybe get a third with that force here. Looks like, Mulisks are headed towards his expansion, but I think the second cannon and third are going to pop just in time. He's got a few Corsairs to bring into the mix as well. I haven't seen any Scourge along with those Mulisks, so he's going to be able to move in with his Corsairs and do a lot of damage to those Mulisks unless they fall back. They are going to fall back, not before taking out a single cannon. Stork doesn't know that there's not Scourge in the area, so he's going to have to fall back as well. Stork now moving that ground force out again. And yeah, he's going to put pressure on and get that extra base up. Now, effort with the Scourge. He is really, really determined to try and take the air. And Stork, I think, knew, 6 sunken colonies. I think he was going to move it against 4, but seeing that there's 6, he's going to fall back now. Stork now engaging those Mulisks, but seeing the Scourge is going to try and fall back, make sure he has Dragoon support before he really goes in. And Stork's expansion is really in danger here. Now going with those Mulisks, he's got enough Mulisks to take care of the cannons. He's got Scourge flying around in wait, lying in wait, waiting for the Corsairs to come in. Stork's going to have to defend that with his Dragoons. He can't send in his Corsairs without losing them. He doesn't quite have enough yet. He needs maybe 6 or 7 Corsairs. And hopefully the air weapons upgrade in order to be able to fight those off. And now he goes in and the Mulisks, I guess he did engage and then fall back to his Dragoons and then engage. Just the backup Mulisks were the ones that, sorry, unplugged my speakers there, so you might, crap, sorry about that. Anyway, so it looked like the backup Mulisks coming in were engaged by the Corsairs. Now he's got the Dragoons for cover fire as well. Is he going to kill the Nexus? The Nexus survives! The Nexus survives! Scourge coming in to try and kill off the Corsairs, but he's got the Dragoons to support this time. I don't know why Stork didn't send his Dragoons back there earlier. He kept them at the front, I guess, while that base got up, while he had defenses there. Otherwise, it would have been hard to defend that new Nexus. But Stork has managed to barely defend that Nexus. I think that's going to be a big target for Effort, though, because it's almost dead already. A single pouncing with his Mutalisk. Oh, losing some Scourge. Looks like a single Scourge may have landed, but I think Stork may have critical mass here. Oh, he's going to try and go in. He's going to try and... No, he's not. Never mind, he's not. He's going to split his Mutalisks up. Beautiful split to try to keep them out of range of those Corsairs, so the Corsairs can't do splash damage to them. 7 Sunkens up now. And what? Effort's still only at 3 base. No, never mind. Effort has just gotten up that hatchery at the dual gas. So Effort's going to have 1, 2, 4 gas here in a minute. And that is going to be dangerous for Stork. Stork just with 2 gas right now. 3 base versus 3 base. But now Effort's going to be able to get those 2 gas mines up. And he's going to have 4 gas going in just a moment. That's going to be really tough for Stork to deal with. Stork looks like he's going to try and sneak a probe in behind Effort's base to see if Effort's taken that expansion or anything like that. Try and get that probe in there to see what's going on. I didn't spot what that building was. It may have been Queen's Nest. I didn't check. It may have been the Elo Chamber. I missed it when they clicked on it for a moment. But Stork definitely now has critical mass of Corsairs. And so he's going to be able to fight off Scourge. So Stork basically has been able to take control of the air now. Well, not complete control, but has been able to retain some degree of control. It's kind of an even control over the air. If he had not been able to take control of the air, then Effort just would have been able to just run around with those Mutalisks and destroy his base after his, he would have been able to destroy that base on the right, would have been able to destroy any new bases that Stork came up with, and I'm really surprised that Effort hasn't gone in and tried to take out that Nexus. All he would have to do would be, oh, nicely done. Planting a pylon down and squeezing a Zealot through. It's going to be able to attack this defenseless base. It looks like he's probably building drones too. Yeah, only drones. Oh, Mutalisks are going to come in and deal with that, but in the meantime, he's done a little bit of harassment. He definitely knows that's there, I guess. And a lot of Scourge in the air. Now, here's where it's going to be interesting. He's got his Scourge spread out, and that's going to be better for landing them because the splash damage won't be able to hit him as much. But generally, when Scourge come in after your Corsairs and you have that critical mass, oh, he's going to go in, he attacks the Scourge. Nicely done by Stork. He loses that one Corsair out in front, but he kills off most of the Scourge and kills off any immediate threat to his Corsair force as well. The thing is, when those Scourge come in at your Corsairs and you know you have enough Corsairs, you need to have balls of steel. You need to just sit there, and the Scourge get almost up to the nose of the Corsairs before dying usually. And then they do in fact die. Oh no, he's going to kill off some of the Mutas as well. Oh wow, kills off one Mutalisk. Does some damage to 2 Mutalisks go down. Scourge come in. He was kind of out of position there, but what I was saying before is you have to have balls of steel and just sit there and attack the incoming Scourge, and you can kill him off once you have that critical mass. A lot of even pro players will not really have the guts to just keep those Corsairs planted in that location and attack the Scourge coming in. Unfortunately, he was attacking the wrong unit there, so the Scourge was able to sneak in. But usually when you have that many Corsairs, you can just camp them there. He's even got a squad of Dragoons there to back up, so Effort can fall back to his base, and Stork can fall back to his massive force there. And Effort coming out, he's almost gets a surround with those Zerglings. If he'd done a little bit better of a flank, actually, he could have trapped those Dragoons on top of those. On top of the lurkers, and that would have been really, really, really devastating since he doesn't have any observers, but instead Stork is free to run around and dodge those observers. Dodge the lurkers. Oh, Scourge coming in from 2 different directions. Nicely done. And again, kind of proving me wrong, I guess, that because he did stand there and take it, but in that case it was because he came in from 2 different directions at once and there was just too many Scourge. But anyway, yeah, a lot of times pro players will run away when their Corsairs can face down the Scourge, and instead they run away. So. But Stork showing earlier that he had the guts to just sit there and take it. Unfortunately, he had the guts to sit there and take it in that case as well. But when Effort microed a little bit better and was able to land some Scourge. So Stork hopefully is getting a second Stargate up. He needs to keep that Corsair count high or he's going to get overrun here. He's got a lot of Dragoons, but the Zergling is going to be really good against the Dragoons, especially if he micros them. He does not appear to be microing his Zerglings very well at all. He's just A-moving them. He's not trying for any kind of a surround or anything like that.